I've I've watched that on the news, and I just want to wring Mr. Bell's neck. I mean, I just see him in this fancy office because for 6 years, whenever that app started, I have been reporting things over and over and over again in my neighborhood. And unless we complain, I find it interesting, they go on a street that's just full of blight, but maybe I've only complained about one house. That's the only one that gets dealt with. That's the only one they ticket from BC. And then, if nothing happens, you keep turning it in again and again and again. They don't follow up. I mean, I'm beginning to think I deserve a paycheck. I mean, people are parking all over lawns, sidewalks. They have cars up on jacks in the front yard. I mean, I don't think in 6 years the blight has gotten any better. And I have tried so hard. You know, I had that one meeting, but you know how much energy that took? I'm 73. I can't do this anymore. But I do go, every now and then I get mad, and I go through a whole list of complaints. I just did it the other day. But there are places I have repeatedly submitted. Repeatedly. You know, and they're simple things, but nobody follows up. And I'm getting to the point where I'm 3 house is off a 6 mile. I hate driving even down 6. I drive out, I go west, because that's how tired I am of the blight in Riverdale and the struggle for 6 years. I have physically cleaned up stuff in my 60s. I just worked on a lot last summer, but I couldn't get it all because it was too heavy. And then they keep dumping because you can't get it all cleaned up. And 6 years is a long time. And it is women, 55 and older, we're the biggest advocates for these areas. And I'm afraid. I'm thinking maybe we need to get out of here because I can't get home delivery on a lot of stuff, like the food and things. And I'm thinking, what's going to happen when I can't drive anymore? Do I want to stay here? And you're going to lose these 55 and older that are keeping things going. Or something. And when I saw that along the river, which I love, that is appalling. There is no excuse for that. None. As well as that oozing on 696. But that wasn't Detroit. But he has a facility in Detroit.
Yeah.
I mean, how much of that are we exposed to? You know, I agree. I love downtown. We need a good downtown, a strong downtown. I've always loved it. But our neighborhoods, especially out here, and they did a thing on Channel 7 about the app. And I'm wondering, does anybody here want to contact Channel 7 and talk to them about the app?
What did they say about the app?
How great it is.
Oh.
How we can just go on and, you know, report problems in the city and, you know, just laud its effectiveness, but it isn't working.
So Diane, let me ask this question, because I've heard, at first I heard real negative stuff about the app. Then we heard really nothing but positive stuff about the app. Now we're starting to hear more negative things. Just in the room here, overall, what positive for the app? Raise your hand.
You know, simple things like getting the trash can.
Just so I'll know, because I don't hear it often that there are issues. So sometimes people assume that we know. How many are having negative issues with the app? Okay, and how many it's a hit or miss? Then that's a problem. That's a problem. It shouldn't be missed because we said that was what it's supposed to do. So.
They don't follow up. We need somebody to follow up. Or you start paying us to be code enforcement officers, because essentially that's what I feel like.
Okay.
And there aren't that many using it, because if you're registered, you get other complaints, and there's rarely one even from this area. I get them from down by the boulevard, and, you know, I don't think it's being used enough either. Okay.
Oh. Right.
No, everybody doesn't know about it.
Well, I mean, but this app has been out for a long time.
They don't know.
Well, no, I'm saying, but to see that, again, part of the reason why folks may not be using it because there's some again, I haven't heard about these particular issues, and shame on me. That's why I'm having the meeting. That's why we're
Most
here.
people don't even know there's an NPO or a District 1 manager,
Well,
or that they live in a District 1.
But here's the thing, Diane. You just pointed out the same thing this gentleman just talked about, and you're not just talking about millennials.
No, I'm talking about everybody.
Right. So this is a across the board challenge. So as I always say, we're trying, but we don't always hit the mark. And there are people saying that. Try to press them again on. You said you had a recent list that you provided them. That nothing.
Yeah, but I don't feel it's your responsibility.
I know it's not.
I think that I'd like the District 1 manager to talk directly to the mayor. I'll talk directly to the mayor. I'd rather go with a group though than by myself. And I haven't been here for a long time because I'm just tired of complaining, basically.
So I agree. It's not by law. It's not my fault. But I am the representative for the district. And once I hear about it, I have an obligation. Now, how much and how fast, that's all codified in the charter. I can only suggest, and as I always, I'm more of a diplomatic individual, so I always try diplomacy first. We have a conversation, but when it gets to the point where over and over and over, and sometimes I need even the reminder because we have tons of other things that aren't not mine, but we're still trying to work on. I need a reminder that, hey, this is still a problem. I know we worked on finally getting some of those houses on Chatham torn down. I don't know if they were, because I didn't follow up on them either, but I was under the assumption that was still a problem. It would have been communicated to me, and it may or may not have been done, but we want to look at the list again. We're going to get back on it as well.
Well, now
I'm going to talk to the mayor and the department.
But they're land bank lots, and they don't pick up. The DPW doesn't clean up land bank lots anymore. General Services does, and since it's been turned over to them, I think they're really overwhelmed, and they don't clean up those lots. I mean, they say it could take a long time. Well, a year is and then more gets piled on it, and then I'm down there cleaning it up. Getting a special pickup. I have neighbors saying. Off of a lot. Sorry.
No.
Happy New Year, everyone.
Happy New Year. This is why we have the meeting, though, Diane. Aisha, if you can connect with Diane on that list again, and we'll work with the administration as we did before on some of the other issues. We'll work with them. We'll see how soon we can get it done. No. You are a resident. You're a taxpayer. So it's your neighborhood. So even if nobody else steps up and says anything, that's enough. That's enough. So we're gonna work on that. Anyone else on this side of the room? Any questions, concerns? Oh, there's behind you.
Good afternoon. I'm here as a citizen first, and then Board of Police Commissioner at large. I understand, Diane, and yes, council member, I can remember when we first started using the app, if you used it often enough, you would get some traction. And then things went south, and you have to indicate the same situations over and over and over again. I think if more people were to use the app, we might be able to get more results. So, and it's effective, again, if enough people were to use it. NPOs.
Well, let me ask. So what? I don't understand that. Why would it be more effective if more people use it?
Because you would get more attention downtown.
But you should. That's not.
I know.
No, I don't want that even out in the atmosphere.
Okay.
Because that's not the way it was pitched.
I know.
To us, to the community. So that's not street speed humps. Yes.
Yeah.
The more who call in, yes, you have, but not for this technology that we said.
And at one time, the mayor really would make it one of his showcase items.
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah, that's true. Okay, NPOs. As a Board of Police Commissioner, we are really concerned about monies that are needed to hire more NPOs. So let's keep that as part of an active discussion. And just as the commander indicated, we had 2020 cadets graduate today. And if you notice what he said, if they stay with Detroit,
Right.
see, that's what's happening. our newly appointed officers, they can make a comparison. We shouldn't do this, but compared to other surrounding cities, I mean, they could make easily $16,000 to $20,000 more each year. So that's another concern. We need to figure out how to get more money so more of our Detroiters would be more willing as police officers to stay here in the city. So those are my 2 comments.
So
Thank you.
that's it to approve. So hopefully that will be some additional conversations that are had on the police side to come to us as council. And if there's some additional that we have to do,
Right.
then we'll take it from there. But that's, again, priorities. That's why that survey went out that was mentioned as well.
Right. And if you completed that survey, Councilmember Jones did ask, how did we feel about more police to walk the neighborhoods, more MPOs? So please, I think today is the deadline.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, thank you for
Today's
your
deadline.
time.
Absolutely. Thank you, Commissioner, as well. Yep, so real quick, because we're getting close on the time, and we got a couple more folks that have some. And hold on, so people can hear what you're asking.
How long are those officers that are graduating today obligated to stay with the city of Detroit, having received that training from the city of Detroit?
You said how many?
How long?
How long?
How long?
They can leave tomorrow. They literally can leave tomorrow.
Did they get paid
They got paid during training.
during training?
Yes, sir.
Is anybody else offering this outside of Detroit?
No, not like this. No. Yeah, so we're on this side. On this side. Next. Hold on. We're almost wrapping up, y'all. We're almost wrapping up.
Hello, everyone. My name is Monica
Give
Biddle.
us a couple more minutes, y'all. We're almost there.
My name is Monica Biddle, and I'm here with the Way to Happiness Foundation. And I'm kind of piggybacking on what John George was speaking about earlier, as well as this fine young man. This is a little book. It's called The Way to Happiness. It's a common sense guide to better living, and it's a tool to help kind of uplift. And it's been used all over the country, indeed all over the world, to help reduce crime. It's basically a moral code based on common sense. And for example, the first precept here is take care of yourself. Love and help children. Be temperate. Honor and help your parents. Set a good example. Safeguard and improve your environment. Just common sense precepts, rules for living. And it's, like I say, for example, in Compton, California, a gentleman who had worked with the Federal Justice Department, he retired and he did a teen intervention program for quote-unquote at-risk youth. And he used this booklet and taught these precepts to the kids. And then he also had something he called, I forget what it was called, but once a week, he, on a very busy street, had 3,000 names of victims of murder in Compton, Inglewood, which is where birthplace of the Bloods and the Crips. And each week they would pass out this booklet to passers-by, cars, pedestrians. And he says it's the first time the city of Compton went without a single murder, 50 days. Never had that occurred. So this is just a tool, and it can be used by neighbors. You can give it to your neighbors. Police departments use it. Businesses will give it out to their clients. So I'm just letting you be aware of it as a tool. And if anyone's interested, I have a dozen copies here to give out. So I just wanted you, along that line, you know, we're all here and we all want to make a difference and help Detroit. So this is a little piece of what this could do.
Thank you so much. I think Alicia George, the proprietor of this wonderful establishment.
Thank you. Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year.
So good to see y'all back home, back at Java House. Missed you all. Hope you had a wonderful holiday. And we look forward to a great year this year. So I am Alicia. My sister and I, Ty, and I run the Motor City Java House, your neighborhood cafe, as well as the Artist Village as a whole, all the festivals and events that you get to see here. All the great meetings that go on. You're able to rent it out if you like for your own special event. This October, believe it or not, we will be celebrating 10 years that we've been here. I know. So we opened in October 2010, and so this year, 2020, we will celebrate our 10 years. And so just look forward to a lot of promotional items with 10 in it. Look forward to a great personal invitation to our celebration just all year. It's just really something to brag about and to brag on GWare. But I am also the president of the Old Redford Business Association. So I just want people to start getting familiar with this logo. It's the Old Redford Business Association, short for TORBA. And so what we want to do is make sure that we're taking care of the businesses that are over here in our neighborhood in Old Redford, that they are getting the resources, like Tanisha said. And so one of my things and goals is to make sure that we're stable before all the new businesses start to come, before all the new energy starts to come. Where's our resources? What can we do? And so how can we get ready for the construction that's going to take part on this end of Grand River? You know, do we give you all a different route? We're going to be starting that earlier of how to get to us. And so that you're not literally going over speed bumps to get to us. But it's just things like that that we want to take care of our existing businesses so that when we're stable, we're able to invite other folks to come in. But we got to take care of home first. You know, we got to take care of our neighborhoods and our small mom and pop shops that's been here, and then welcome the new energy that's inevitably going to come, people. It's inevitable. Okay? So thank you so much. Hope to see y'all real soon. Other than that, thank you. James Tate, Councilman, thank you to the team, to everybody that always helps this day, this moment, and this event special so that our folks in this District 1 will know what's going on. Thank you. Peace.
And thank you as well. To be allowed to be in this space is a special thing for us. We could go anywhere in the district, but we chose here for a reason. I mean, you can feel the spirit. And 10 years ain't nothing to sneeze at. There's a lot of businesses that shut down 10 days, 10 months, so 10 years, and it's actually stronger now than it was when it first opened. So the sky's the limit. It's just a matter of us making sure that we do what we can to support this and other businesses that have been here, that are contributing to the community. And honestly, they could leave and go somewhere else as well, but they choose to be here because they are part of the community. So make sure we support the businesses that support us. Brother Baxter.
Yes, sir. First of all, good evening, good afternoon, good morning, depending on where you're living at, okay? Want to thank our councilman for providing these meetings twice a month to us, as well as an opportunity for us to come together once a month to hear a lot more information. On behalf of my boss, our Wayne County Clerk, Kathy M. Garrett, I'm going to be real short because she wants me to be real short, okay? Because our office doesn't have legislative reports, but we need to remind you that this year we have an extra primary that is not normal. This year in March, we have the presidential primary that will happen in March. Then come August, we will have our normal primary. March and August, the presidential is in March. That's where you will have the opportunity. Normal primary in August, that will be for your state reps, your state senators, the executive members of Wayne County will be a part of the August primary, and then you will have your general election. And also, that young man right there, before you leave, one of my roles in Ms. Garrett's office is to come to meetings and listen, to hear what residents of Wayne County have needs about. I definitely need to talk to you because I have a couple of employment opportunities that you may be interested in. Thank you.
All right. Ended on a good note. Anybody else on this side have anything?
It doesn't have enough categories, and sometimes when you put something out, it gets bounced back. That's the only thing I have a problem with the app. A lot of people in my neighborhood, in my area, which is Grandmont, are using it, and we do get quite a lot of traction with it. That being said, I'd like to encourage everyone and the people that are having a hard time and saying this is what am I doing? What am I doing here? It's like to paraphrase JFK, ask not what you can do for Detroit or what Detroit can do for you, but ask what you can do for Detroit. And I think the small things that all of us are doing, and I'm preaching to that.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Well, as we talk about milestones, I want to thank you all for allowing me to achieve a particular milestone in my professional career. 2 weeks ago, I celebrated the 10th year of me here being a member of City Council. 10 years. Wow. Didn't plan on it. Planned on being one and out. But we have a lot of work to do, and I just, again, thank you all for allowing me an opportunity to be in this position for the time that I have been here and how long you all allowed me to stay here. So thank you again. Next meeting, one more time. Reggie, D1 month of the meeting will take place when? Come on this way.
The 25th of North Educational Center. Direct you in. Clear ID. Identification is every.
Brand new. She's actually had conversations last year regarding Lawan Counts will be at our been in demolition and construction. Suggestions that you have as well. Suggestions on Saturday.
We're Corpus Christi. Thank you. That earlier, we're going to.
They were sixth graders. They, a young boy, a young girl, they were flown out to Atlanta to a conference, and they did a phenomenal job. Folks in Atlanta, and they talked about the value of education,
Value of
education as a right, or
English language as a right.
there it is. So they talked about, and they ate them up in Atlanta. So what what they did in Atlanta. All right. Who else we got?
And our regular business spotlight is going to be the Charles J. Edison Center. That is a location where we had a D1 monthly meeting before. It's a rental hall center that's located right in the district, up on 7 Mile, a couple of blocks west of Telegraph. I believe it used to be a beauty school there. If anybody's familiar with that area, I'm forgetting the name of the beauty school, but there used to be a beauty school in that facility. Virginia Fair, right. Used to be a beauty school there some years ago. So they have two facilities next door to each other, large parking lot. It's a great rental hall facility, so that's going to be there as well. So we have a fully packed agenda. We're hoping we see everybody there. And again, that is going to be next Saturday, 10 a.m. at Wayne County Community College Northwest Campus, 8200 West Outer Drive, starting at 10 a.m. I hope to see you there.
Thank you so much. You said 2020 census employment? So we don't, what about?
Well, Wayne State, if
come on.
if you live in the county of Wayne, you can. If you live in the county of Wayne and you apply to the 2020 census, you will start, your hourly rate would be $24. And I just thought about it when Baxter pointed to you. So yeah, interested in employment, it's part-time employment, but it's $24 an hour.
Stay here working. You all, we just gonna wrap up because I mentioned to you before I have a meeting after this, so I want to be respectful of everyone's time. Thank you so much, and we will see you on January 25th. Lord willing, God bless. Thank you for being here.
I'm good. How are you? Happy